The time is 8th of July. News on this late Sunday night, 8th of July, 2018. And then just before the Peter Channel signs off in the night, that's having a late night. News and nines on this late Sunday night, July 8th, 2018. Temperature at Norton is modern time to save remaining teammates trapped in Thai cave. Trump teases Supreme Court pick never check better inquiry after Don Sturgis dies. Diplomatic disconnect with North Korea spells trouble for Trump. Firefighter makes significant progress to wildfires burning across Southern California as climate fire at Oregon-California border grows to 30,500 acres at 25% containment. Trump administration freezes payments required by the Affordable Care Act. Giuliani confirms White House contested a mail interview with John Kelly. Robert E. Ray, a longtime Iowa governor, dead at the age of 89. 5 things to watch as Trump heads the NATO summit, as transatlantic ties hang the balance as Trump comes to Europe. Erdogan assumes new presidential powers, China in control. Japan floods, scores dead and dozens missing as 2 million are told to evacuate amid record rains. U.S. Embassy in Haiti warns America to shelter in place as violent protests escalate. 16-year-old died and the apparent drowning in North Attleboro. Sheep leads police on a neighborhood chase in Mansfield. Man arrested in Attleboro for alleged trafficking of cocaine. Mansfield Foxborough takes stand in its hate and intolerance. Attleboro, low humidity and temperatures on the weekend are a little welcome breath of fresh air for local residents after heat wave of the previous week, which had temperatures in the 90s and some heat indexes over 100 degrees. Alleged erratic driver in Rehoboth faces traffic and drug charges. Former Taunton 9 grad Shaq Davis leads local first year AAU program. Asia shares edge hires Sterling select by UK politics. Xiaomi has a lot to prove US investors are skeptical Chinese tech. HBO must get bigger and broader, says its new overseer. Peter Cello News Time. 11:02 on this late Sunday night in Drake, Massachusetts. Motorcycle crash Primrose Hill Road and Dale Avenue. Crash with injuries and property damage. Drake Police Department and Drake Fire Department on the scene. And now look at the sports report. The Boston Red Sox defeat the Kansas City Royals 7-4 to gain a sweep of the series with the Kansas City Royals. Pawtucket Red Sox fall to the Scranton Wilkesboro Red Riders 3-2. Kevin I is your winner in the Greenbrier Golf Championship in West Virginia. Other scores around in Major Leagues: LA Angels 4 and LA Dodgers 3. Final 10 innings: New York Yankees 2, Toronto Blue Jays 1. Final 10 innings: Oakland A's blanked the Cleveland Indians 6-0. Texas Rangers shut out the Detroit Tigers 3-0. Tampa Bay Rays 9, Mets 0. Miami Marlins 10, Washington Nationals 2. Pittsburgh Pirates 4, Philadelphia Phillies 1. Minnesota Twins 10, Baltimore Orioles 1, and the Milwaukee Brewers 10, the Atlanta Braves 3. Houston Astros 2, and the Chicago White Sox 1, and the Chicago Cubs 6, and the Cincinnati Reds 5, and the San Francisco Giants 13, and the St. Louis Cardinals 8. San Diego Padres 4, Arizona Diamondbacks 3, final 16, and it's in the Seattle Mariners 6, and the Rockies 4. Dalen Grimmer's magic moment is tarnished by Brock Lesnar. LeBron James King LA Miro vandalized after fend off his money to alter it. Peter Chell News Time is 11:04 on this late Sunday night. It is time now for a Peter Chell traffic and transit check. Beep beep. Let's study off on the MBTA with a subway, commuter rail, and ferries. They are looking good. Okay, look at that. The highways and byways in New England in Rhode Island. 95 on the southbound side, Little Sorn, Pawtucket stretch, and 95 on the northbound side, Little Sorn, downtown Providence, before 195. 24 both ends is backed up around the Berkeley stretch, and 495 on the northbound side, Little Sorn, Route 1 in Plainville, Ohio, to Route 1A. Route 3 on the southbound side, Little Sorn, Plymouth Plantation Highway, 44 eastbound side, Little Sorn, Plymouth stretch, and Route 3 on the northbound side, Little Sorn, between 53 and Hanover, down to Route 18 in Weymouth. 128 on the northbound side, so between Great Bend and Needham on Route 9 in Wellesley. Suburban Expressway, southbound side, Little Sorn, and Mass Pact and Mass Ave on the Boston stretch. Mass Effect westbound side. Low on the lower airport. Stop feet. 7 tunnels, slow kill until it's looking good. Retreat at the northbound side. Low on 128 in Burlington. 128 at the northbound side. Also Peabody stretch. Mass Effect westbound side. Also after 135 out in Hopkinton. Central Massachusetts, 29 westbound side. Also on the northwest Shrewsbury area. 91 southbound side. Also on the Springfield stretch. 84 westbound side. Also after 91 in Hartford, Connecticut. And 84 both ends is back around after Route 8 in Waterbury, Connecticut. 95 also around West Haven, New Haven, Connecticut. And 89 southbound side. Also around 93 in Concord, New Hampshire. And main turnback on the southbound side, also 295. Main and both ends of the Ottawa 15, so in some Quebec Interstate 87 on the southbound side. Also around Willard and Champlain, New York. Peter Chill News Time. Here's 11:06 on this late Sunday night. Time now for a weather report. Looking at the radar satellite, Luminance shows clear skies throughout the 6-state New England region, and a little batch of rain just eastern Quebec and northeastern tip of Nova Scotia. But a clear blue night throughout the 6-state New England region as temperatures currently in the moment are in the 60s to low 70s in southern New England with a 57-degree wind in Falmouth, 49 in Martha's Vineyard, 52 in Nantucket, and 54 in up in Mount Washington, New Hampshire. Right now, North Massachusetts at the 62 degrees, that temperature, humidity 82%, 2.56 degrees, by around and through 25 inches at a steady, and winds south is calm. Okay, the latest on Redmond is a barrel anticipated as 11 p.m. Atlanta Standard Time, 15.8 to the north, 62.4 to the west. Fast sustained winds 40 miles an hour, moving west northwest at 26 miles an hour. And this will be the last advisory as down. Redmond's barrel now over the northeastern Caribbean Sea. The meteorological service of Barbados Dominica serving Washington waters in effect, and there are no coast Washington waters in effect. Enters the Leeward Islands, the Virgin Islands, and Puerto Rico, the Dominican Republic, and Haiti should monitor the progress of the remnants of the barrel. 11 p.m. The remnants of barrel located in latitude 50.8 to the north, longitude 62.4 to the west. Rains of moving to west northwest wind 26 miles an hour. The general most of the should continue to Monday on the forecast track. The remnants of barrel will be moving across the northeastern Caribbean Sea today, south of the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico tonight and Monday. Max sustained winds under 40 miles an hour, gusts and wind associated with the remnants and are expected to drop below gale force later tonight and Monday morning. However, conditions are expected to become somewhat conducive for regeneration of a tropical cyclone in a few days when the remnants of barrel are forecast to be moved across the Bahamas and western Atlantic. 4-inch chance for 4 hours, low near 0%, 4-inch chance for 5 days, low 30%. Trust from force winds extended 35 miles an hour from the north to the center. The desert island near Corrupto, seeing for the sustained wind of 35 miles an hour and a wind gust of 46 miles an hour. The estimated central pressure 1,010 millibars, rain with 83 inches. Strong gusty winds are possible across the Leeward Islands tonight and the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico. Rainfall. Barrel expected to storm to the rain increase to 2 to 3 inches by Tuesday across the Leeward and the Virgin Islands, as well as Puerto Rico. Local amounts of 5 inches are possible. And Tropical Storm Chris system. At 11 p.m., the center of Tropical Storm Chris was located in latitude 32.5 to the north, 74.5 longitude to the west. Chris had driven toward the east southeast near 2 miles an hour. The cyclone has barely moved today, and there's no significant moisture expected during the next day, so maximum sustained winds have increased near 60 miles an hour higher gusts. Chris is forecast to become a hurricane on Monday, and additional strength is expected on Tuesday. Tropical Storm Force wind is out of 70 miles an hour from the center. Estimated set pressure 1,005 millibars at 12.68 inches. Swells generated by Chris are expected to increase and affect portions of the coast of North Carolina and the Mid-Atlantic states during the next few days. The swells could cause light rain and recurring conditions. Please get us up from your local web office. All right. Looking at the forecast, it goes like this. Tonight, clear skies till about 55 degrees. Light southwest wind for Monday. South coming at 87 degrees. Calm wind becoming southwest wind 5 to 8 miles an hour in the afternoon for Monday night. Clear sky about 62 degrees. Southwest wind about 5 to 9 miles an hour for Tuesday. A slight change of showers up to 3 p.m. Sun sky about 9 degrees. Southwest about 5 to 7 miles an hour. Chance ratio is 20%. Tuesday night, a chance of showers at Thursday May after 7 p.m. Patch fog up to 3 a.m. west. Mostly clouds about 66 degrees. Southwest about 6 miles an hour coming common after midnight. Chance ratio 50%. One day, a slight chance of showers and thunderstorm before 11 a.m., then a slight chance of showers between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. Partly south about 79 degrees and anticipation 20%. For Wednesday night, partly cloudy about 60 degrees. For Thursday, most sunny, most crisp, 82 about 61 degrees. Friday, most sunny, partly cloudy about 85 about 62 degrees. For Saturday, mostly sunny and mostly cloudy about 84 about 67 degrees. And for Sunday, mostly sunny about 87 degrees. And that is going to be it for the Peter Channel. Sign up news on this late Sunday night, 8th of July, 2018. Viewers, hope you have a good night with a good positive attitude, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. More important, hope you have a good night.